We're going to have some fun this morning. Before I get started, I need to take a little inventory with you for just a second, all right? How many of you have a bank account? Come on, I want to see you raise your hands. You know, I didn't have any money in it, all right? How many of you own your own home? Everybody in here homeowner? Everybody's a homeowner. Who owns a little business? All of you own a little business. Want to see? We're talking to you this morning, by the way. How many of you like to get ahead financially a whole lot faster? Let me see your hands. All the hands go up. Understand that. Understand that. I need to ask one more question, though. How many of you have honestly thought about the possibility that your house, your bank account, your car, your little business, that these things could be taken away from you? Let me see your hands if that's something you've thought about. In today's society, that's something you need to think about. And as a specialized attorney, I'm going to show you this morning, step by step, how to protect yourselves, how to protect your property, and how to get ahead financially a whole lot faster. But if I'm going to help you, you've got to do 4 things for yourselves today. First of all, you've got to protect yourselves against the disasters, the tragedies that threaten your family's financial security. Now, I'm going to give you the tools. You can do it no problem, all right? Secondly, the major reason most of you aren't getting ahead financially quite as fast as you want to is you're probably paying too much in income taxes. How many of you feel like you're going to pay too much in income tax in a couple of weeks, huh? No, look. You need to learn how the law. We can give each one of you an extra 10, 15, 20 grand this year, no problem. The third thing you need to do is you need to plan right now so a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of property isn't lost. At the death of a family member, now that death, it might be yours, mom's, dad's, husband, it doesn't matter who dies. Unless the family's done their homework in advance, a lot of time, money, property's going to be lost, and you don't want to do that. You want to go right out and around that problem, don't you? You can. You go right out and around it, no problem. The fourth thing you each need to do is you need to learn how to use the law to make money. I'm going to show you how to reposition yourselves in the law. You go out, you make more money you never thought possible. Everybody who's successful today understands that they need to do something offensively to use the law to protect themselves and to make money. We're going to get started. We're going to do a little what I call some CYA work. Now, tell me, what does CYA stand for? Cover your what? Cover your ass-ats, all right? Look, before you expand your business, you invest in your real estate, change jobs, buy a new house, whatever it is you're doing, you better make sure that your tail's covered. Because look, if you're out here chasing your dreams under this windmill and your tail isn't covered, your tail's going to get shot off. But we don't whip out our 45s and blow each other away today. We whip out our lawyers and we sue each other to death. This kind of armor won't do you any good. Lawyers, they fight their battles with paper. You're going to have to learn to defend yourselves with paper. But y'all remember the old saying, the pen is mightier than the sword? It's true. It's absolutely true. You write it down the way I show you how to write it down, tools I give you, you protect yourselves, you protect your property, no problem. But you do have to write it down. Tell me, what have you got to do? I want to hear it. You write it down or forget it. All best. You got to change the way you think a little bit. 20, 30 years ago, you had a nice accident out on the freeway. Your chance of being sued, 30, 40%. Today, you have a nice accident out on the freeway. What's your chance of being sued, huh? 100% optimistic, even if you're local lawyers, okay? It is about 85 or 90, though. We're changing. We're changing the way we deal with each other. The sheer fact of the matter is we're graduating so many lawyers today that in order to eat, these guys have got to sue anything that walks. I'm here for a couple of reasons today. One of the reasons is a number of years ago, one of the big-time real estate investors in the United States comes in, sits across the desk in my law office, and he says, Lee, I'd like to protect myself so that if I get sued, I don't lose everything I own. How many of you like to protect yourself so if you got sued, you don't lose it all? Let me see your hands. That's what we're doing this morning. That's what these legal tools do for you. I did all the legal work for this man, charged him about $10,000. And $10,000 is a good price for this basic foundation, this structure today. The man pays me my $10,000 and he goes away happy. 3 or 4 weeks later, he shows up sitting across the desk in my law office again. And I'm going, man, what does he want? And he says, Lee, I've been thinking about this foundation, this structure that you talk about. People don't use these legal tools. They don't have this structure. I mean, it costs tens of thousands of dollars to go to the lawyer. You get the big stack of paper. Nobody ever makes any money. You don't protect yourselves. It's scary. It's confusing. Look, Lee, could you give people these legal tools and teach them how to use them to make money and protect themselves? And I said, certainly, I can do that. No problem. So I started to speak and I started to write. But I'm here for another reason. Something else drives me. You see, I understand you. I understand each one of you. I understand when you have a business. I understand when it goes well. In fact, I understand when it fails. I understand when the IRS seizes your assets, somebody's sick, somebody dies, you get sued. There isn't anything here this morning that we're going to talk about that I personally haven't been through.